Alright guys, I'm back again for another video, and today I decided to take you along for my meal prep. And basically I'm just going to show you guys how I would prep this up, because I'm 2 weeks out from my first ever classic physique show, so I'm very excited, and I thought I'd document it. I've been documenting quite a bit of it because I want to look back at this and remember this experience and remember what I had to go through. So yeah, I'll basically keep you guys updated with what I'm doing, and yeah. All right, so I forgot to show you guys, but yeah, I'm just gonna be using chicken breast, and this has been freaking a staple in my diet for God knows how long, a very long time. But that is not enough. Usually they'll come with more in the pack, but some reason it only came with 1,500 kilograms. So I have some other stuff that some other chicken that I'm going to be using as well. And then this is extra lean. So yeah, usually I've been getting extra lean for a very long time because like the lean cut is just a lot higher in calories and has a lot more fat. So I just can't really afford it with my calories, especially right now. And I strained that out probably like 2 times. I know it sounds crazy, but I just need to get all the fats out, especially while I'm 2 weeks out. All right. So alongside with the chicken and the beef, I'll be using minute rice. This is just what I've used the whole time basically. It's just quick, easy, and it's really affordable too. So yeah, the minute rice is great, and I'm gonna throw that in the Instapot that I just got, and I told you guys that in my last video. And then so this is gonna be hard to grab, but got my 20-pound bag of freaking russet potatoes here. I'm gonna be using probably about 20 potatoes is usually about what I need. So I'm gonna wash these up, throw the minute rice in the pot, and then yeah, I'll show you guys the meats and stuff too. Yeah. All right. So basically, I'm gonna wash up these potatoes, throw my minute rice in the Instapot that I got, slice up some of this chicken, and then usually I'd go pretty heavy on the seasoning, but because I'm 2 weeks out, I'm gonna be cutting out basically just as much as possible, cut out all the variables. Still sipping on my Diet Coke though, gotta have that. But I'll be cutting that out when I'm a week out for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna wash the potatoes, put the rice in, get the extra lean on the pan, strain that out a couple times because I like to get all the fat out mainly. Because a bit tends to come out when I cook it up, so I'll do all of that, and then I'll show you guys what I put on the meats, and then after that I'll show you guys how I weigh it out and everything too. So all right, so my chicken's in the oven. My beef's basically done cooking, so I'm gonna show you guys the type of seasonings that I put on it. All right, so for the beef, this is basically what I've been doing this whole prep. I know it seems like quite a lot, but I would go pretty heavy with the seasoning before, but now I gotta lighten it up quite a bit. So I got some paprika here. I got chili powder. I got them all like labeled out too, cause yeah. And then I got some onion powder as well. And then this is like the freaking savior right here, ground cumin. This stuff is amazing. I love putting it on my beef and my chicken. And then I also got black pepper and garlic powder. And then I also be putting on a little bit of oregano as well. This stuff it's pretty strong, so you don't want to go too heavy on it. And then for the salt, I'm gonna be lightly seasoning it with pink Himalayan salt. Before I was going pretty crazy with the salt, but I don't think I want to go too crazy. I want to keep my sodium kind of low right now. So yeah, that's what I'll be seasoning the beef with, and that's actually basically what I'll be doing for the chicken as well. And then I'll show you guys once it's all basically cooked. I'll lay it out in my meal containers, and I'll show you guys like kind of the weights that I put in each container. Right now, I do 250 grams of extra lean ground beef at the end of the day, and then I'll do 150 grams of chicken breast in each meal. And for the rice, I'll do 100 grams of cooked minute rice, which is 2 servings. So that's like 300 and it's like 370 calories or something like that. And then for the potatoes, I'll do 200 grams cooked potatoes. And the way I figure out how many like calories are in that, because it's pretty difficult to just weigh out 20 potatoes and then cook it and then weigh it out again. So I figured out a little bit of a trick, because potatoes lose about 75% of their moisture in the cooking process. So basically, there's a little math equation. I'll figure it out right now, and then I'll tell you guys that. So, all right, and I actually did forget to mention I'm going to be doing cayenne pepper as well. That's one of the other seasonings I'll be doing for the beef and the chicken. And then, yeah, once again, once it's all cooked up, I'll lay it out and show you guys that when it's all done. So that math equation I was talking about for those potatoes. So basically, yeah, the potatoes lose 75% of their moisture when you bake them in the oven. And basically, you want to, once you weigh out your baked potatoes, you divide. So I'm doing 200 grams of baked potatoes. I divide that by, so 200 divided by 0.75, and that gives you 266 grams. So that's how many grams in the raw potato I'd be eating. So when I track it in my calorie app, I will do 266 grams just to be as accurate as possible. And that's just what has worked for me this whole time. I've seen consistent linear progress doing that. So I'm just going to keep doing that, because if it works, it works. And it's basically the opposite for the rice as well. So when you weigh out 50 grams of dry rice, it's gonna absorb it's gonna double in weight. So 50 grams of dry rice is 100 grams of cooked rice. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's something that you just kind of learn along the way. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys. All right, I finally finished. Took a lot longer than expected, mainly because I had to film all this stuff, but I'll show you guys what it looks like all laid out now. Um, this is basically what a week's worth of my meals on prep look like. And, you know, you might think it's crazy, but it's probably it's probably cheaper than what you guys end up buying, on a regular basis. The only thing that gets expensive is the eggs and the egg whites, but after prep, I'm gonna stop eating egg whites. I only do that right now just to keep me full and satiated throughout the day, but I'm just gonna substitute that for my protein powder because I still have a lot of that and I haven't been using it. So yeah, that was basically what it takes to fucking meal prep on prep. And I love this food so much. Baked potatoes gotta be one of my favorite things ever. All that rice too is freaking delicious, man. Right now my calories are sitting at about 1800, and I do like 30 minutes of cardio every day with 10,000 steps. And yeah, so I still got to go for a walk, so maybe I'll take you guys with me and end up having a little talk at the end. But so far, if I don't end up taking you guys for a walk, that is the end of the video. And all this food should last me till next Saturday, which will be my carb depletion day, or the start of my depletion, which is gonna be a freaking struggle and a half. That's gonna be a mental barrier that I gotta overcome, but I'm I'm ready. So that was the video. And now the fun part. I get to do all the dishes now too. So yeah, there's the end.